This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, I'm Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we had handwriting analyst Burt Baggett. He looked at all of our handwriting and told us things about ourselves we didn't want to know. And then Ronnie came on the wrap-up show to talk about a business that he had been in and had gotten burned really badly. All on the wrap-up show.
So Bart Baggett, I guess he's been on the show before, and he analyzed 10 different staffers' handwriting. And yours, he determined that because of what? The way you draw
a closed E.
That you're a bad listener.
That's right.
Independent of whether or not, look, the guy's an expert. We'll take that for granted. He came to his conclusions. But do you think that you're a bad listener?
I think that sometimes I'm talking really fast and I don't always get everything, but I don't think the bad listener part, it's in dispute. I don't think so, but okay, some people could say that. The defiant part, I sort of took umbrage with because, first of all, you have to buy into the fact that handwriting analysis is in fact a science, and I'm not sure that I buy into that because then it makes it very black and white. It's very scientific. Either it's right or it's wrong. There were a lot of things he said about a lot of people that I don't know you can tell from their handwriting, and I don't know how the stuff was given to him, but I know that we were asked to give one analysis without our signature and then one with it. And, he's a fan of the show, and it just seemed a little tailor-made for me. But, I think Howard or Rob would listen, especially Robin. Robin says, I've been telling you for years that you don't listen. She also has, says that she doesn't like to tell people what she really thinks of them. And I don't think that's the truth at all.
Well, we'll get to Robin in a second, because Howard also was chiming in and saying, you know what? Gary says I'm a bad listener and not paying attention to him. He's the one who's not paying attention.
Well, over the years, I mean, when you deal with anybody, when you're talking about 1,000 things a day, sometimes it's in dispute. We don't have notes. I mean, I take notes, but my notes are meaningless to him because he'll say I didn't say that. So sometimes we'll dispute. But again, we're talking about like one out of every 1,000 times, 2,000 times. And so he makes it sound like it's a common thread. It's not. We mostly get it right.
Robin also said she was analyzed as one who tells white lies, like a lot of little white lies. And she seemed pretty taken aback by that. Do you think meaning that she'll tell somebody, oh, you look great today, even they don't look
Yeah, that you just described 98% of the world. Like when I heard that, I was like, that's everybody. How many people, with the exception of Ralph, how many people will really tell you what they think of you? Nobody.
Well, on this show, a lot of people do play that card.
No. Take away everyone's microphone.
Okay.
And say who's good. So most people do tell little white lies. Yeah, you look great in that dress. Those shoes are awesome, or stuff like that. So I don't believe that that's anything that's unique to Robin.
Do you think Ronnie's handwriting makes him appear to be emotionally tormented?
I didn't look at his handwriting.
Well, based on how Howard has described the initial letter that Ronnie had sent to him, I don't think that's that far of a jump to make.
See, the thing where the guy got me also, just skipping for a second, when he started describing Scott, is like he would make a good NASCAR driver. That's the kind of thing that you wouldn't say unless you knew who Scott was. I almost wish that these were sent to somebody who didn't listen to the show.
Yeah, it did hurt his credibility, but with respect to our show, by being a fan, you want someone who doesn't know what the Howard Stern show is, or at least who the minor characters on it, so you can have a real objective analysis.
I think that they said that he looked at them first without the signatures, but I wonder if afterwards, and when he saw who it was, if he didn't go tweak it up a little bit for effect.
Did Benji take this, did he do it for real? Because he accused Benji of having, this bizarre sort of handwriting
Benji,
style.
again, before they even said what Benji was doing, I didn't get any sleep that day. I mean, there's always a but.
Why?
Because it's Benji. Nothing's normal for him. Even how old he is.
Did anybody take offense to their analysis? I mean, you did with your listening.
I didn't take offense to it. I'm not positive that a guy who's never met me, who listens to the show and only knows me from the show, was saying that, but I'm not offended by it.
He also categorized the staff as defiant and angry. Is that a fair categorization?
Not at all, but it plays into, what's good for the show for Howard. I don't think that the staff is defiant at all. I think we all are working for one cause, which is to make the show great, and everybody loves Howard. So I mean, I think everybody really likes it here, so I don't know where the whole defiance comes from.
What about his description of Howard's handwriting? Said he's brilliant, and Hitler-like, I believe, was used.
I thought the thing I did agree with that he saw in Howard's handwriting was because he had the handwriting from 10 years ago to compare it to, was he goes, I think you give a shit less now. Meaning, I think Howard's like, fuck it, I've done this for a while. I don't care what somebody thinks of me. I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
From his signature, you think you can tell?
He said that. He said he got that from his handwriting.
No, but I'm asking, do you agree? Can you tell? You've seen Howard sign stuff for years.
I don't know. I'm only going based on what the guy said. Howard's signature looks the same. I mean, I couldn't tell a little nuance in his signature. It looks the same to me.
Ronnie, what did you think of the handwriting analysis guy today?
Well, of course I'm crazy. I'm a lunatic. I'm this. I'm that. Every guy that whatever that FBI guy was, I was nuts. I was crazy. I was this. I was that.
So, do you think people come in here knowing already they're going to say that before they even look at their handwriting?
I don't know, dude. You know what? They're all fans of the show, no matter what. They listen to the show. They know what's going on. And whatever, I don't care. So I am crazy.
You say that.
And revenge. Remember, revenge. My revenge is bad. When I get, I get a vendetta against somebody, you better watch out.
I have to say,
according to this guy.
I have to say, Ronnie might get mad at people, but I've yet to see him seek revenge on anybody yet.
Yeah, that's not your style. But
unless he's waiting to the end and just going to kill us all.
I don't know where this business part came in, where don't get involved with me in business ventures, because I don't know what that means. I mean, I did get burned years ago by a partner real bad, and I am skeptical about who I go and, do business stuff with. But, I do this stuff with 𝗛cie. It's no problem. I have no problem.
Again, I find that to be a very generic statement in the sense, who hasn't been burned by somebody in business once in their life? It's like, you fall in love when you're younger, you get burnt. You go into business with somebody, you get burnt. It's just these are all sort of common things.
They're kind of like horoscopes in a way.
Exactly.
Well, I got burned big time. I had to get a job, and
is this before I knew you?
Yeah, way before you knew
What
me.
happened?
I had a business partner. We had a couple of dry cleaning stores, and he was involved with little sneaky stuff, and he had to leave town.
Oof.
And he left me holding the bag with a lot of things. And
a lot of debt?
Yeah. Yeah. I got
bank debt or wise guy debt?
No, well, both. But they didn't come after me for that. They were willing to pay me
to find him.
To tell me where he was if I knew where he was. And believe me, if I did know where he was, I would have told them, but I didn't know. But I got nailed pretty good when I had to get, after the stores, when I had a business, I had to get a job. So I had got a union job, and 6 months into the union job, I was driving a tractor trailer, and 6 months into it, they garnished my salary 10% off the top, because of a business loan that we had together, but I co-signed for because his credit was stinking.
They couldn't find the guy, so you got stuck paying for it.
I got stuck with the whole thing with Citibank. It was horrible.
Now, you're saying you had to find a job. Wasn't the dry clean? Wasn't that a job? You owning the dry cleaning
Yeah,
store?
but the stores went down.
He was saying he was his own boss.
Yeah, we owned the store.
Gotcha.
Now he had to go work for someone.
Yeah.
How'd you get in the dry cleaning business? Why that?
Because of this guy.
Oh, so he talked you into it, got you to invest in it,
what happened was his father was in it for years, and he decided to go out on his own, and we opened we bought one store for next to nothing, and then the other store we opened up, which was like a wholesale dry cleaning, where we did cleaning for stores that, didn't have machines. So we had a route, which I ran the wholesale part of it. And, it was we had 20 stores all over the city and Queens that we used to do dry cleaning for.
Tough business?
Oh, yeah, because we have to work all night to do that.
See, this is where I support Back Office Radio, because I've known Ronnie for years, and this is all new stuff
I
to
never
me.
heard this before.
Yeah.
So
I got burned big time by this guy, man.
So did you ever imagine back then that you'd be doing what you do now?
No, absolutely not.
And that your letter was really the thing that made that transition for you to Howard and Don?
No, actually, it wasn't it was the letter afterwards.
I can tell you what.
I worked for Howard one time when he worked for NBC. I drove him up to Connecticut. And I spent the day with him and Fred.
I remember, this is what I'm going to remember. I'll tell you exactly what happened. No letter involved. Fred came in, dropped a card on my desk. Now, Howard and Fred went up to Connecticut. I didn't go. It was like way upstate Connecticut. And dropped a card on my desk and said, this guy drove us yesterday. He seemed like a really good guy. Howard said, hold on to his card. We may use him in the future. So regardless of whatever letter he wrote, he made a great impression that day.
And it wasn't written in crayon, by the way.
What was the name of your dry cleaning business?
Lane. One of them was Lane Cleaners, and the other one was, I forget, Ken's, I think it was.
That's fascinating.
Ken
to
Lane.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lane and Ken. Mike in Chicago, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good,
Hey,
what's
Mike.
up?
Hey, Robin is the queen of white lies.
How so?
Hey, you could bring up any topic. Howard could come in tomorrow and go, you know, Robin, last night I decided to put grape jelly on my nuts and staple my eyelids to my blinds. And Robin would say, Grandma, you know, I was just telling somebody yesterday I wanted to staple my eyelids to the blinds. She's constantly just telling somebody about a topic, or she was just about to say that, or she's saying she only eats vegetables. She's constantly saying something that is not true.
Ronnie, do you feel that's the case, Ron, that Robin tells a lot of white lies?
I don't know. It's hard to tell what she's telling the truth and not telling the truth. I don't know. I don't know what's a lie and what's not a lie. How do you know?
Everybody tells white lies. Ronnie, you tell white lies?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy, of course.
We have to worry about the people who say that they don't tell white lies, because I don't know if very many people who do that.
But see, that's why I think that Howard, and to some degree the audience, loves Ralph, because like we would be sitting in the studio and we go, oh, that doesn't look bad, that doesn't look bad, and Ralph would go, holy crap, you look terrible, look at the handlebars on the side of your dress. And that's funny if it's not you.
Yeah, it's rare you get that blunt honesty out of anybody.
I do admire that in Ralph.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we were talking about George Takei's gay experience and his beautiful cock contest with Scott 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And I was in the conversation as well, and all of a sudden, it made a left turn and talked about my sexual life, my past sexual life. How did that happen? Check it out.
It was George Takei's day today in more ways than one. He was very excited from the get-go, to say the least. He was a full participant in judging that contest, and George had that grin that you see. I don't even know if words can describe it.
Again, one of the best moments today was we had 4 contestants, and he went down the line, and the look of disappointment that there wasn't a 5th contestant, like he would have gone till noon if we'd have let him.
And I like how he asked if he could be unleashed, because he was on the headphones attached to the couch
Right.
at first, and because he wanted to reach out and touch someone. And he was an excellent judge. He did a great job. And Scott 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I wonder, do you struggle, because I know you find it funny, yet you're put off by some of George's sexual antics?
Well, actual gayness is kind of, it's a little weird. I like seeing when Richard and Sal, who are straight guys who do that. That to me is more funny. When you see a real gay guy do it, it's kind of like, oh, man, that's nasty.
So were you grossed out as he was going down the line?
You know, I got to be honest, it's such a busy segment. I don't have time to be grossed out, but yeah, I mean, when he starts grabbing the guy's cock, it's rough. What do you think?
Were you offended?
No, wait, I'm not the only, guy who feels this way. I mean, or else we wouldn't be doing the segment.
What do you
That's
mean?
what the segment is all about.
No, the segment is about to see how George reacts, not about to gross people out. I think it's hysterical.
I was grossed out that Gary was like within a couple of inches of high-pitch Eric's cock, and we all were like, "Oh, he's gonna touch it." He's gonna
I
touch it."
know what I'm doing.
Oh my
And by the
God.
way, everyone was making this big deal on TV, like if my pinky brushes against his cock, I've been heterosexual for a long enough time that I'm not going to go, oh my God, I may be gay and pinky touched High Pitch Eric's.
You're comfortable with touching High Pitch Eric's penis?
I'm not looking to do it. I'm not. I don't know if I said this on the air, but the funniest part today was I did not know what the order was behind the curtain. So the first person to go, I don't know what's High Pitch Eric. So he sticks his teeny weeny little dick, his little button of a dick through the hole. So I thought that he couldn't get the whole thing through the hole. So I thought I would help I put my hands on both sides of the curtain to push it back so his dick would go through, and I immediately just ran into belly. That was the funny. Like, so I tried to give him more dick, and I just got belly.
Oh, that's gross.
How would you categorize George's judging? Thorough would be fair to say.
Yeah, I mean, he takes it serious. He takes it about as serious as Howard takes AGT. He really does. It's like, I'm here to do a job. I'm not going to, I think we all thought he'd go for the biggest one. He didn't. He had to look at them, pet them, pull on them, and feel their texture to make an informed decision.
Did he experience any enjoyment from this task?
Did he?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And, Scott Salem, in the beginning of the segment, Howard said, you know what? Something technical always goes wrong here. What was the deal with that? Were there issues, and whose fault was that?
I really wasn't listening to the segment, but I don't.
Why
think
not?
I was working on other stuff. I mean, I listened to the beginning. I didn't hear any issues.
It was right at the beginning.
I spoke with the TV people, and I said, "Do you need anything?"
George went over. I got a little surprised because George was unleashed, and he went over. So I ran in and grabbed a wireless. That worked, but when he got to the podium, his headphones weren't loud enough.
Oh, okay. They weren't loud enough, but that's we keep them purposely lower. Per Howard's instructions.
Well, we don't keep them lower. We keep them at a level that is normal for most people.
How would you describe the smile on George's face while he was doing this contest?
He was in ecstasy.
Rapture. It's rapture.
Kind of like our face when we grab a pair of tits or something.
Yeah, you usually lead the charge on that, so I'm surprised you're giving George such a hard time with him doing this.
I get it for him. That's awesome. I'm just not. I can't see the enjoyment of that. But
see, I gotta tell you, I'm the opposite of you. Like when he's talking about his gay stuff, for some reason it humors me. I'm interested. I like to hear how he lives. I'd probably get a little bit more weirded out seeing Richard and Sal do stuff.
So let me ask you this. So all right. So you go to watch a porn on the web, and suddenly someone tricks you, and it's gay porn, and two guys are ramming into each other.
I'm not looking. No, hold on. I'm not looking to look at gay porn, but when George talks, I know what I'm going to get. There's no surprises. And I'm not looking at it. I'm just hearing how a different culture lives, and I find it interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it gets too much.
Well, in what way? Because I know sometimes when George is describing, what he does with Brad, maybe, or maybe today towards the end of the show, when he's talking about in the park.
Blowjobs and stuff, and how do you get? I thought he was going to tell us how to give a good blowjob, and I was going to leave the room.
Yeah,
I mean that's too much, man.
And I don't want to be holier than thou. If it were somebody else besides George, I might feel like you. But there's something about George. He's just so innocent and so nice that it amuses me.
I'm not saying anything against George. I don't want to hear George talk about how he gives a blowjob or how much he can take in his ass.
But do you think I've heard you and the guys in the hallway tell war stories. Do you think he wants to hear that?
No, I get it. Yeah, you're right. He probably does. Well, although I don't know. I wonder if that grosses him out.
You must have loved when he said he loved smelling crotches and can discern nationalities from people's crotches.
Funny. That's funny.
But do you think he was doing it for a laugh, or he was being sincere?
No, he was being sincere, and how racist that is. I mean, come on.
Why is it racist?
You can't. You can't stereotype people like that. What, a black guy's got a musty smell? Come on, Gary.
I don't know what a smell is. I just know George says he can identify it. It doesn't have to be a negative. Maybe a black guy has a really great smell.
Stereotypes are okay when they're a positive?
I'm not saying that they're stereotypes at all. I don't know it to be truth. He's saying he can identify people. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't think there's any truth to it. I don't think he can.
I have to tell you, I thought, since those stereotypes are true, one of my favorite segments was when we had King of All Blacks on, and he said he could identify ethnicity by people's garbage, and he was 100% right.
What I'd like to see is Howard talked about bringing them in, different ethnicities, and having them tell, let's put a girl in the middle of that and see if he can smell a vagina compared to a cock.
I don't think he's got training in vagina.
Dan and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, thank you, John. I got to agree with Scott DePace. I mean, everybody's being hypocritical. I mean, you're making him and every heterosexual guy seem like a real asshole and real, like, you know, like a I don't know, a stereotypical, you know, like hater or whatever like that. Just because we don't like the gay act, and it's a disgusting act. I would like to ask Howard why he's not gay, because it's a disgusting act.
Do you think having sex? Do you think having sex with a woman? Do you think having sex with a woman is a disgusting act?
Having what?
Do you think having sex with a woman is a disgusting act?
No, it's natural.
Well, to you, that's the point. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but what's natural to you is
the majority of the world don't like that stuff.
How about lesbians?
You're right. How about lesbians?
That's
I'm really,
awesome.
No. I really don't like the lesbian shit either, because how does that benefit me? There's no cock going in there. I'm not benefiting at all.
So you wouldn't watch a lesbian video? You don't like that?
Over a gay, yeah. Other than a gay thing, yeah. Because I like women. I'm attracted to women.
All right, thanks, Dan. Scott Salem, I got to ask you a question. Yeah. Back in your swinging days, which is a long time ago.
I don't remember.
No, when the guys got involved, I mean, how did you approach that? Was it strictly a male-female kind of thing? Or was
it was male-female.
Come on, you saw cock, right?
Saw, yes. I did see.
Nothing ever dropped
No, I never touched. I never got a load on my chest.
Did anyone ever
2-on-1?
Yeah. Did everyone ever? Were you ever approached? Like, did any guy ever want to do something with you?
No, it didn't happen. So no.
But wait, were you part of a 2-on-1, like blowjob, and you're doing her?
Yeah.
Did you?
Hold on.
Maybe
2 guys and a girl.
And did you look at him? Come on, at some point you had to.
Well,
look
where
at
were
him.
you? Like, what?
Oh my God.
Were you standing next to each other? Was it like a standing thing?
No, it wasn't a standing thing.
Were you laying next to each other?
Oh, I hope it wasn't vagina asshole.
No, not a DP. Didn't do that.
So what was it?
You know what?
Of course, sir.
Don't say you don't remember.
I really don't remember the positioning and the exact layout of the room. Yeah, there was a lot of.
Well, who was doing her and who was getting done?
There was a lot of fogginess in there going on. It was all different things. It wasn't guys, but it was 2 girls could be together or.
Oh, boy.
So wait, hold on. Was it more than 2 couples?
No. Never,
okay.
Never.
So if it's you and another guy and a girl, one, what was the other girl doing during all of this? If it was 2-on-1,
I'm being honest when I say I really don't have the full recollection of exactly what was going on in the room.
Can we hypnonize him?
Yeah. I ain't buying it, Scott.
I want to bring
something like that. You always remember.
I want to hypnotize him, and then he goes, "Then she sucked my balls." It's so great if he was like hypnotized.
Was it your idea, or it just happened?
It just happened. I just woke up to it. We nodded out. I nodded out one time, and I just woke up to it. It was just going on. And
how did you wake up to it?
It was I was awoken to it.
And you're sure it was a chick you woke up to?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
He was banging you.
And did you pull back, or was it something that you were up for?
No, I was just like, I was wasted. So, it was like, all right, it feels good.
What year was that?
I don't know. It was somewhere in the 70s.
2 guys and a girl, Ronnie. What do you think of that? Scott in a 3-way. You ain't buying it?
No, I don't go for that bullshit. 2 guys and a girl crap.
Yeah, but
2 girls and a guy, okay, not 2 guys and a girl. Somebody's dick is going to get touched sooner or later.
Nothing. I never touched dick.
How long did these How long did these swinging days go on for?
Not long.
About?
I don't know. About maybe
like Nixon to Carter.
I'm a year or 2.
A year or 2?
Yeah. It wasn't all the time. It was maybe one. It was only a couple of times I did it. Number one, And
Did you have like a group of people who were sort of into this, or did you constantly?
There wasn't different people. No,
it was a group of people. It was a set
certain
group.
people.
Right.
So like a key party?
Yeah,
thing?
key party.
Not really. No.
I think he's saying there were like 2 or 3 other couples, and you guys.
If we were friends, if we I don't know, whoever I was with, were friends with another couple, and we would hang out and get stoned or get high or whatever, and it just happened. It wasn't something.
Was it weird the next time you were with them?
It was a little uncomfortable, but you get past it.
What do you think he was high-fiving the guy?
I know somebody who did that, by the way.
Okay.
It's weird, you know. It's fun. It was fun, but it was weird because you're with somebody that's with somebody else in the same room, but you're with another person that's turning you on. So it's weird, but it was. I enjoyed it.
It was a tumultuous time.
And did your girl happen to like the other guy better than you?
No, you know what? We really never spoke about it. It was an experience. We all had a good time, and it only happened a few times, not more than 3.
You would think he's in front of a Senate.
Yeah, seriously. This makes me think there's much more to this.
Did the other guy sit in the corner and jerk off while you were fucking the other girl?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that gay, Ronnie?
That's not what you do.
If a guy watches you bang a chick and he's jerking off, is that gay?
Dude, I don't dig that whole thing. I'm sorry.
You're a private guy?
No. Threesome with 2 girls and a guy is fine.
Right. The more women, the merrier.
Yeah.
John, I don't want to get too much into because I know you don't like talking about your sex life, but I don't think I've even had like a near miss. I don't think I've even ever been in a situation that's close to guys being involved in my sex life.
Neither have I. I mean,
Scott 𝗏𝗍𝗏?
I've had no.
I've had no.
No.
Listen, I didn't.
I have.
It wasn't something that I went after.
No, I got it. We know how it happened.
I mean, I
Ronnie,
stuck around and enjoyed it, but
Ronnie, what's your story?
So I think I told this story already. We had 2 girls, and me and this other guy. I hardly knew the guy. He was a friend of one of the girls, and we went out and we got some drinks, and then we wound up in this motel, and we got 2 separate rooms, and we were running back and forth down the hallways, fucking, you know, banging the chick, and then meeting in the hallway and saying, "Hey, it's your turn," and you know, we were never in the same room together.
You see, when Ronnie's telling this story, you're okay with it, but if George talks about meeting up with some random guy in the park, you get all offended.
He's doing girls. I don't know. I'm not offended. That's not the right word.
What's the right word?
Gross. It's like, oh God, I can't. You know, I'm glad for him, happy for him. It's just, I just don't want to hear it. It's the same thing as watching gay porn. I wouldn't want to do that.
I agree with Scott. I'm not going to watch.
He creeped me out this morning with that thing.
Who, George?
Yeah.
What about it did you find creepy?
I'll tell you what I found creepy, because I knew who was behind the curtains. Number one. I was standing there, and I knew who was behind there.
But he didn't.
And if they are some of them are the most disgusting animals, and he's there touching their cocks, and he's shaking hands with them, and he's like hugging them, and I'm saying, dude, why didn't you have a pair of gloves on or
Gary,
something?
describe how he was touching it.
He was massaging them.
He did
milking.
Like he did with Jason Ellis. He first petted it a little bit, but then he grabbed it. You know, he grabbed it and like pulled it, not hard, but he pulled it to sort of see how far it could extend, and then he like put his hand under it a little bit, like you would on a tit. It's funny.
George hasn't forgotten Jason Ellis at all.
No.
That seems.
I have to make a note. I might have to give Jason Ellis to George for George's birthday.
I don't know if George will make it through.
Wouldn't it be great if we had like a big box and around?
He pops out.
Jason's naked.
You know, though, it also seems with George, he hasn't turned anyone down either. I mean, he loved that guy with the huge cock. Who was that guy?
Jonah Falcon.
Falcon, and then I mean, maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he's.
You think he likes cock of all kinds?
Yeah,
he's a very welcoming.
He likes touching them. Man.
He's welcoming, that's for sure.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Fred just missing
beating Ken Jennings and win Fred's money. I was very impressed by Fred and how he fared today, and it came down to a tiebreaker, but who cares what I think? Fred explained himself, and here's what he said. Let's move over to Ken Jennings for a second, and look, I thought going in that Fred did not have a chance against Ken Jennings and win Fred's money, even though it's Fred's game. Ken Jennings has won Jeopardy God knows how many times. He's brilliant when it comes to that. And it went down to a tiebreaker, and then Ken eventually triumphed. But were you surprised that it even got to that?
I was not. And I think Fred and Ken have similar knowledge bases. And I was sitting in the TV control room when Fred came out, and when it got to the football question, I stood there and I said, if Fred gets the football question, the Super Bowl question right, he wins the game. Because I know Fred, and I knew what he was going to know and not know. And that was one, he can be a tiny weak in the athletic department. And I thought if Fred would have gotten that Super Bowl question, it's true, he would have won the game. He would have had 6 of 7.
Well, Murray, what'd you think?
No, I wasn't surprised. I was kind of hoping Fred would win. But no such luck. It kind of took the air out of the sails when Ken finally won, I felt like it was a lose-lose for Ken because, like the Yankees, he's always expected to win, and then when he wins, it's not really a surprise.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is I also feel that if we did this again tomorrow, it could go Fred's way. I think they were that close.
I agree. Ronnie, were you surprised that Fred almost took down Ken Jennings?
No, not at all. I was waiting for this thing the whole morning, man. I was really excited about to hear it. I thought Fred was going to win, to be honest with you.
Did you know any of the answers, Ronnie?
Yeah.
You did? To which one? Which one?
He knew Meadowlark Lemon.
$6 million man.
What's your name?
Exactly. I knew that one. I knew about Oscar Goldman.
Tim, did you think Fred was going to beat Ken Jennings at Win Fred's Money today?
That was one of the best showdowns, I thought, and I really thought that you were going to do it. I really did, but it was like, wow.
I didn't think I would, but I made it really close.
Yeah,
and I'm happy about that.
It was amazing.
Fred, I said a different day we did the same thing. I think you'd win. I mean, I just think it's one of those things that's that close.
But I could have removed all doubt if I'd spoken a little quicker in the first.
I agree.
In the first go round, I could have beat him by a second because we had the same amount of answers.
I agree.
Why wouldn't you be on that show? After that little demonstration, I would. If I was the producer of that show, I would have Fred on.
Yeah, that's.
Would
you ever do it?
They don't go trolling for people.
No,
Fred, you'd have to enter.
Why wouldn't you do it, Fred?
Which you should.
You know what? Because it's just it's a big waste of time for me. Unless it was a really big prize.
It's always a big prize.
Yeah. What do they walk away with?
Well, if you won,
depends on how many days you're on.
Ken Jennings walked away with quite a bit.
Because there is one question, because I've always had a philosophy about that show. Like when you watch it, you feel like if you could literally run 2 columns of questions, 2 columns, and then made the right bet at the end, you could just sit there for the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Or is it not that easy? Because you've done it.
You don't think about it that way. That's not the strategy. You just try to answer
answer anything you can,
as many questions as you can. But I do have to tell you that when I played, and I saw that the 2 people I were playing against, I started to find a confidence. I ran a category,
right,
and I started and I saw that Weird Al could not get the clicker going. We talked about the clicker,
which helps,
and then you get a confidence that just sort of it's like sports.
Right.
You just start to feel like I can do this.
Right. I'm just wondering if, that's a strategy if other people have done it. Because to be honest with you, I actually went online and ordered the little Jeopardy game that you can play on your iPad. But the thing is, it's not like real Jeopardy. You have multiple choice. But after a while, you begin to think, hey, I could do this fucking game. But, Ken actually laid it out quite well this morning. He says, you know what? The amount of knowledge you have is literally like an inch thick if you're going for depth or something like that. You know a lot about a lot of different shit, but nothing in any deep way.
What did you think of the way Robin was acting during the game and afterwards?
I think she was very excited. I mean, and also I think what was interesting is she's done Jeopardy, and I think she had a hard time on the game because of that very reason, because of the buzzer thing, which that seems to be the big thing that everybody has.
I'd give her the buzzer thing if it wasn't her second time on. She'd already played.
You know, maybe it's one of these things, it's a mechanical issue. Some people just aren't mechanically inclined.
Were you kicking yourself after the first round? Because, as you said, a little bit quicker, you had him beat.
Quite honestly, I didn't even think I had a chance. And maybe had I thought I had a chance, I might have gone a little quick. But I'm not going to blame myself or say that Ken was any less of a champion. He was a champ, and he won fair and square.
How competitive do you get when you know when Fred's money is coming up?
Well, you know, like I always feel like when any contestant comes in, there's like a 51% chance in my mind that I'll win. But that's 51%. I don't necessarily go in with overconfidence. I mean, because on any given day, look, one time I got beat by Cabby in a stupid way. I still kick myself. That's the worst defeat I've ever had in my life. The next time he came on, I wiped him out 7 straight, but it doesn't matter. I lost.
We talked about this morning. First of all, Ken asked me, has Fred ever lost? And I told him the Cabby story.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about it in the TV room, and we said that was literally the Buster Douglas of...
Oh, that's
funny.
I
was
did
like,
not
what?
see it coming. I thought he was practically retarded, and he knew more than I thought.
The worst defeat of your life, Fred, though? That's a pretty strong statement.
No, the worst defeat of my life.
Wow.
I agree. I mean, Fred, they shouldn't even...
I shouldn't have even been playing against him,
he shouldn't
but
have been allowed
I did,
to play.
and I lost.
George is here this week. He is our guest announcer.
And it is so good to be back here because I haven't seen your faces in about a half a year now. It's been about 6 months, and it is good to see you all. Benji.
Oh, it's never good
Fred.
to see Benji.
Robin.
George, if the average man on the street was asked, who would you rather? The average gay man on the street was asked, who would
gay
you,
man?
Yeah. Who would you rather have sex with, Shatner or Takei?
And what's the answer?
I'm asking you. What do you think it would be?
What do you think? Well, it's obviously there.
What's the answer?
George Takei.
Oh, okay.
How do you know?
Well, I mean, you're asking me who's more attractive sexually to a gay man.
I would think you would be because you're in shape.
Yes.
Aside from your feet, you're a pretty good-looking guy. and Bill has let himself really go.
I can cover my feet easily. You can't cover Brad's. Right. I mean, you can't cover Bill's face easily.
That's interesting, Brad. You slipped.
Freudian slip.
I'm glad he's not listening.
Oh, he's listening.
No, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is.
He told me he isn't.
Oh, don't believe him. Every person in my life says they don't listen, and then they do. Oh, my. No, in my opinion, if I had to, make love to one of the two of you, you're physically fit.
Exactly.
You look young.
I feel young.
You've got your own hair.
Mm-hmm. This is all mine.
Right. And I'm thinking that
thinning, but nevertheless.
And even when I look at your musculature, I think that in his day, Bill was a very good-looking leading man.
He was,
but he's plumped up somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
most grandly.
Right. Well, let's find out. Let's go to the street.
Impressively.
Our own Benji.
Apparently, we have an answer to this question.
Evidently.
You
Our own
have
Benji
checked
went
it
to
out.
some place where he found tons of gay people. I don't know where you go for that. Where did you go, Benji?
The toolbox.
The Toolbox, which is, you know that place, George? The Toolbox?
No, I don't, but I've heard of it.
Seems to me something called the Toolbox would be a gentleman's heaven if he's gay.
Lots of tools
Get
there.
a tool would be your penis, right? Is that the...
Exactly.
Yeah. All right,
They come well equipped.
Let's find out. Shatner or Takei?
Standing here in front of
Toolbox.
and I'm asking, are you a gay man?
Yes.
Who, as a gay man, do you find physically more attractive? George Takei or William Shatner?
Well, honestly, Shatner is prime is a hot man. He has the smoldering look, and Takei lacks the whole confidence issue. He doesn't have the confidence.
That
Like
was a
Shatner.
long time ago. A long time ago. Bill has changed, and so have I.
Well, so far, one vote for Shatner. I'm going to write...
They're going back to the beginning.
Shatner in the past, though.
Well, hey...
That's not today.
We don't sit there and make judgments. It's up to the gay gentleman's call as to who he'd be with.
Oh,
so.
he's fantasizing
about a young
the
Shatner.
reruns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Tsunami.
We'll have to see if that holds up.
Let's see if this is a tsunami for you.
Well, so far, no, it isn't. It's receding.
Just one vote. Just one vote for Shat.
That's right, for
All
the
right.
Shat.
For the Shat.
That's the past tense. for what? How would you pronounce the present tense of Shat?
Touche, old friend. Yes. All right, here we go. One vote, Bill.
Bill.
He has the whole, hi, I may not be what everybody wants, but I'm hot.
Who would you rather be gay with? William Shatner or George Takei?
William Shatner.
Uh-oh. All right, let's
I
listen.
see the way that the drift
This is,
going.
let's just see.
Types. George Takei.
I don't like...
Oh, I heard a George. That's
There's a
two.
vote for you, George. Okay.
2-1.
We're on the board.
2-1.
Old, like, white guy. I like ethnicity. Yeah, so I would go with
Yellow Fever.
Oh,
William Shatner. But I mean, not as if they were the last two men in the world.
Three.
Three to one.
If we were in outer space on the Enterprise, we found out there was no life on any other planets. Then William Shatner.
George Takei. Yeah.
And why is that?
He's cuter than William Shatner. He's Asian.
2 vote for me.
Your fantasy with George Takei would be to...
He would have to like sit on it. Sit on my dick. Yeah, he would have to sit on my dick. And that's it. He can spin on it too.
Well, there you go. You lost, but it was close. 3-2.
Oh, out of 5.
Out of 5.
Why don't we go for 10 votes?
Because on this show, everything is 5. Everything is best out of 5.
Well,
I
that's
thought it was
all
a little
right.
closer. I didn't think you counted one of George's votes.
Right.
Well, I didn't see those guys that were voting for Bill, and those that voted for Bill probably looked like him today. So I
Right.
wouldn't mind if Bill had
They
to
passed on you.
Yes.
Right. They're probably
I
not
would
even
probably
good
pass
looking.
on them.
That's right. Good for you. I will say this before we start the regularly scheduled show, that George
Yes.
has been walking around our radio station handing out to anyone who can find a big plastic envelope, a clear plastic envelope with 2 comic books in it. And it seems that he is the star of one of the comic books, and he just hands them out and then says, here.
I've got one for you, too.
I got it already.
Oh, you got it, all right.
Yeah, there it
I've got one for you, Benji, and one for you, Fred, and one for Robin as well.
And Gary said he'll probably bring it up on the air, so you might as well just get it out of the way.
Right. What is this
No, I
all
thought
about?
I'd be subtle
comic
about
book?
it. Oh, you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
I had no intention of telling
Really?
you that on Wednesday night I'm going to be doing a signing at Midtown Comics on 40th Street. right off of Fifth Avenue.
Can you believe in this day and age there's still a store that sells comics? I mean, really, it's amazing because, most of these places have gone out of business.
Well, apparently there are many Midtown comic books.
Tell us about this comic book quickly, please.
Well, there was an invitation for me to be the featured guest on, the character Kevin Keller, one of Archie's friends.
I see.
Idolizes me. And so they wanted to build a story around...
This is Archie Comics.
Archie Comics.
And you play George Takei in the comic?
I play George Takei.
And you come to what, the high school where the kids are?
Well, actually, there's a sci-fi convention going on. And
Yes.
Kevin Keller, the out gay character...
Oh, Archie has a gay friend named
He has
Kevin?
a gay friend,
I
yes.
haven't read those in a while.
It's been some time.
He's
And
a gay Iraqi veteran. I was handed a note.
That's right.
All right.
When I used to read the comic books, Archie comic books, as well as Superman and Batman.
So do you get it on with this gay fellow in the comic? Is it X-rated?
We get it on in a very altruistic. I mean, he idolizes George Takei.
Right.
And he comes.
And what happens in the storyline? He meets you, and then what happens? His world changes?
No. He's at first he's disappointed because I had come and gone, and he arrives a little late. But it turns out I've read an essay that he's written in school, and
On being gay?
On being gay and being a George Takei fan. And so I decided to visit their school, Riverdale High. And
how is the kid an Iraqi war veteran?
Yeah, if he's still in high school.
Still in high school.
Well, he's to be an Iraqi war veteran.
What?
In the future?
He hasn't gone yet.
So how do they know he's an Iraqi war veteran if he hasn't gone yet?
Well, actually, they had one where they depict Kevin
sense.
Keller in the future.
Oh, I
he
see.
Actually
Can you do
becomes a young journalist. And
They have time travel in Archie comics.
They do indeed.
Wow.
They depict the future.
So you go to Riverdale High and you meet Archie. Do you meet, who is the Moose? Remember Moose?
Jughead, you mean?
Well, there's Jughead and Moose. I remember Moose.
I don't remember
He was a big
Moose.
blonde fella who I believe was secretly gay.
Oh, well, was he good looking?
He was muscular, yeah.
He's probably Kevin Keller.
No, that's
Not-
Moose. Moose was into women.
Oh, he was.
There was no Kevin
I don't
Keller,
remember
right?
that character, but Kevin Keller is
And do you meet
definitely
Jughead?
proudly out gay, yes.
Right.
Jughead is also a sci-fi fan. But what this depicts...
Do you end up in a sauna with Kevin Keller, or
no, we don't.
Do you end up going to the toolbox?
It's a family comic book.
I heard in this episode you sleep with Archie and get arrested for seducing a high school boy.
I don't know
Come
who
on.
you're listening to, but I'd love to listen in on that.
Who are you more attracted to, Jughead, Archie, or Kevin Keller?
Most definitely Kevin Keller. He's a very handsome young man.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Blonde.
He looks a little like Brad when he was younger.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
In fact, Brad is depicted there also.
And you look about
Brad made it.
What
Brad
I
is
love-
in there?
Yeah, I have more hair in this than I do in reality. But Brad in the comic book has less waistline than he has now.
So your husband Brad is in there as well.
He's in there as well.
And you, if I may say, they were very complimentary to you. You look like a 16-year-old girl on the cover.
Well,
I mean,
rather good-looking young man.
Yeah,
I think.
I would say so.
And a lot more hair than what I have now.
Yeah.
And jet black to boot.
Well, there it is, Archie's pal, Kevin Keller, and his arms around George. And George goes to the high school and meets this young man.
And you know what
obviously,
the
there's
good
an
thing-
attraction between the two of them, even though he is a high school boy.
You know what the remarkable thing about this comic book is, though? I mean, it could not have existed when I was a young man.
That's true.
It reflects the diversity of American society.
Well, leave it to George to see the good in comic books.
Absolutely.
Right.
It reflects, out gay young people, idolizing an older gay Asian actor. I mean, it's it's a commentary on how how far we've come.
All right. Well, there you go. Robin, let's have some fun now. If you remember, I think you would remember this, a couple of maybe months ago, we asked you to write down some things on a piece of paper for a handwriting analysis.
Yes.
And a bunch of us did it here at the show. On our phone right now is a man named Bart Baggett. He is considered the leading handwriting authority in the world. One of them.
He analyzes handwriting?
Analyzes handwriting. You've seen him on a million different television shows. He was on our show. I don't remember him, but he's been on our show.
I know we've had our handwriting analyzed once. Was he the same guy?
Perhaps. Hey Bart, my memory is spotty. I've had you on the show before, right?
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
And at that time, did you analyze all of our handwriting?
Just 5 of you, and I think I got the thumbs up because you said you were going to mock me, but decided that actually I knew what I was doing, and I was gracious and appreciative of that.
Bart Baggett, you say Baggett, right?
Yes, Baggett.
Bart Baggett's website is handwritinguniversity.com. And he... How do you say it? Almond or almond? Anyway, what he has done is there's a bunch of us at the show. I'll tell you exactly who's participating. Fred, Gary, Scott the engineer, Ronnie, Robin, of course, Richard, Christy, Howard, J.D., Benji, and Sal.
Oh, that's quite a list.
Each staffer was asked to write the same paragraph, the same exact one. And by this... Bart, you can tell a person's basic makeup, right?
Yeah, personality traits. So just like psychology, self-image, emotional outlay, sex drives, intelligence. There's about a list of 90 traits, and we just had a big sentence so that I could pull, 5 or 6 key traits from everybody to find some distinctions.
Bart is such an expert.
Who uses you? Who uses you?
I was about to say, Bart is such an expert. That he once testified in court in a case about a husband forging his wife's signature on a prenup. And what did you find in that case, Bart?
Well, I go to case all the time here in Los Angeles, but basically if someone forges their name, I can identify a forger or not. This is different. We're doing personality here, which is...
No, I'm just saying it's amazing that you are actually called in on court cases. That's how much of an expert you are, lest anyone think you're not.
But forging is different than reading someone's personality.
Yes, but I'm trying to point out the guy's an expert, for fucking Christ's sake. Let's move on.
There's a different kind of expertise.
Yes, okay, we know that.
Jeez.
Oh.
When does he use this to analyze personality? And why?
Well, I think people would choose to do this to improve their relationships, and I travel around the world. We have 1,000 certified graduates in India and Taiwan and America. So some people use this to get some personal insight and to improve their relationships. That's what I used it for.
In fact, Bart is recommended by the mayor of Los Angeles. Is that correct?
It is.
Yeah, and it makes quite a good living doing this. It says here that you charge $995 just to start a case. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
All right. So let's get on with it. This is a handwriting analysis, Robin, that is very expensive and very, very, very intricate and also very scientific.
Okay, so what will he do? Will he read the traits and then we'll try to guess who it is?
Yes, we'll make some fun with it. Would you like me to start with sample 6, Bart?
Yeah, look, as I recall the last show, we had some confusion because there's so many moving parts. So let me start with 5 people, and you guys can guess. So Robin and Howard, you're out of this group. This is not you.
All right.
So we've got 5 samples, and I'm going to start with one of them, and it would be one of the following 5 men, okay? You want to take notes? So Scott, Gary, Sal, Richard, or J.D. That's the first group.
Scott, Gary, Sal, Richard, or J.D.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with the first one. And Howard, this is number 6 if you're looking with your notes.
I am.
Okay. Here's a guy at an early age decided to trust no one, not be vulnerable, depend on himself. He's got a cool and calm persona, but a troubled childhood. He was so traumatized at an early age that he has unresolved resentment from childhood, which colors his judgment, and he makes him angry for no reason, simmering inside.
JD.
I want to say JD, yeah.
What do you say, Fred?
I'd go along with that.
George, you have no idea, right?
I have no idea.
Right.
Okay, let me go on a couple more.
Well,
I would
you don't want to, you're not going to tell us?
Well, yeah. I want to give you a couple more details because if you're right, I'll tell you. But this is not JD.
Oh, it's
okay,
not.
we're wrong.
Yeah,
Is this Scott?
I would call him a pissed off tough guy. He has massive confidence. He would be a great NASCAR driver, fiercely independent, ambitious.
This is the same guy.
Same guy?
This is all number 6.
Well, that would be Ronnie, but he's not in this group.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ronnie's not in the group.
That's why I didn't guess him.
So it's
all right. Who
Gary,
is it?
Sal,
Just tell me who it is.
Scott.
Who is it?
This would be Scott.
Oh,
I got him.
You know what? Fuck the game. Just tell me about these guys. The game is just ridiculous. All right. Tell me about sample 7. Tell me who it is. Tell me who it is, and then I want to listen to it.
All right. This would be Gary. This would be Baba Booey.
Go ahead.
Smarter than he gets credit for. He has a problem following directions.
That's true.
Because he doesn't listen worth a damn.
He doesn't listen at all. In fact,
I have
sometimes,
always said that about Gary. Gary's a terrible listener.
Gary accuses me of that, and I'll cop to it. But I'll tell him to do something, and he's like he goes. I could just tell he's zoning out or not listening.
He's busy listening to himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't get it right.
Well, I have a theory. He doesn't hear you in the first place, and then if he does hear you, he does the opposite because he's defiant and rebellious.
Wow.
Oh, really?
All right, go to sample number 8. Who is it?
Oh, my God. This guy is an emotional roller coaster. This would be Sal.
Go ahead. Tell me about what you found in his handwriting.
Well, his handwriting looks like an epileptic chicken.
Which means what?
Which means he's an emotional roller coaster. He's impulsive. He feels guilty the next day. He's bossy, a little self-destructive. He has a massive need for public approval, and is above average sex drive.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds like Sal.
Now, when you do these, do you know who you're looking at, or you do them cold? Do you do them blind?
Well, I actually don't know the guys we're talking about now because I met you guys 10 years ago.
Right.
So I do them blind, and I do my best just to stick with what's in the handwriting. Every time I've tried to guess or mind read, I'm off. So if the T-bar is high or the Y is big, it means big sex drive. If the D is
Gary, he got you right. You do not listen.
Well, so I got a question. So what is it that you saw in my handwriting that tells you that?
There is a E, like in your last name.
Mm.
It is narrow and skinny, which has no space in it, like your ears are closed.
Yeah, that means you don't listen.
Narrow E, closed.
And you're defiant. And you are defiant. And he's right about you.
But no, that's an easy trait, Howard. If he ever had to write the word monkey, half of your staff has got a big capital go to hell K.
Ah,
and that means
yeah.
defiant.
I
and
see
I would
that.
say half your people are defiant and resentful and angry.
Well, that's
Wow.
the truth.
Defiant, resentful, and angry?
And as a boss, I don't stomp on their heads enough to keep that under control. Go ahead. Give me sample number 9.
All right. Now, this one's confusing me because number 9 writes like a high school girl. Big, round, fluffy, bubbly handwriting.
Must be JD or Richard.
It's Richard.
It's Richard.
I would
Go.
say Richard, like a girl. Because Richard is, I definitely think he's got some gay tendencies.
Do you think, George, do you think Richard's gay?
Well, I think he's probably got the possibility of being bi.
Right.
He could go either way.
I agree. What did you find about Richard?
Well, it's funny you say that. He is the most sexually promiscuous. He can get talked into something really sinking kinky, then lie about it and swear it never happened.
Right. I believe that.
Tell me about JD. What'd you find with him?
He's an odd bird. He writes like a mad scientist.
Right.
He's aggressive. He's got great eye for detail. He has what I call an L. Ron Hubbard D, which means that he will be a great writer. He's probably a very intelligent guy, but socially awkward. And it's odd because I think he's actually quite aggressive. I'm not saying he's tough, but he would simmer and then get really pissed off and be aggressive.
Well, you know, he happens to be a good writer. You're right. I happen to know that about him.
Is that right?
In fact, he communicates very well when he writes. It's just when he talks, he's a fucking mess. You're absolutely right about him.
And he's always angry at somebody. Remember, he's the one that fights with, always has a fight going with somebody on the staff.
Yeah, that's true.
Of all the people, he would make the best terrorist.
Oh, wow.
But he's like the Unabomber, but I don't think he's quite as mad and angry as the Unabomber. He's just intense.
Tell me what you found with me. I don't care about these other people.
You finally want to get to you.
Yeah, I can't wait anymore. I'm so sick of hearing about them. Tell me what sample was I? What number?
You're number 2.
Number 2. Let me see.
And actually, you've changed a little bit in the last 10 years, and I think
you went back and looked.
Well, I went back and listened to the tape, the audio from 10 years ago.
Right.
And he was a little more sensitive to what people thought, and now I don't think he gives a damn.
Ooh,
I don't.
Interesting.
I don't care what you think.
No, he doesn't. I think your downfalls are stubbornness and vanity.
Yeah, imagine me being vain. All right, so tell me about me. It says here I'm too honest and blunt. All right. Can be dominant and pushy. Of course. Yep. Borderline brilliant. That's absolutely correct. And things faster than... I'm a borderline brilliant.
That means brilliant, just on the border.
Yeah, I'm on the border of being brilliant. I told you, Robin. If I was brilliant, I'd be in a different career. Let's see. Thinks faster than others, but his downfall is he believes he's smarter than everybody.
Well, if you're arrogant and you're stubborn and you're bright, then you just argue yourself into thinking you're always correct. Which, if you're really bright, you probably are correct most of the time.
I can't argue with any of this. Handwriting similar to Hitler and Einstein.
Yours?
Yeah.
Hitler?
That's right, Robin.
You've always wanted to don that mustache.
Yes. Do you know I was going to get the Hitler mustache, Bart? I would be a great dictator.
Howard, your ego's not as big as it was 10 years ago. I think you've been not humbled, but maybe more mature. Is that fair to say?
That's absolutely right. Lots of
therapy. Do you
therapy.
think that could be psychoanalysis? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
He doesn't have the need to prove himself or the bravado and arrogance that I think probably helped you get there, by the way. It's not a bad thing. You took a lot of arrows in your back.
Well, I'm an elder statesman now. I've done it all. That's right.
Yeah, I think he's mastered all of his opponents.
Tell me, which sample is Robin? I'm going to read hers.
Robin's number 3.
Let me see. Needs more affection than currently getting. Well, don't we know that? She'd admit that.
She obviously writes more feminine, but yeah, she's affectionate. She's desire for attention. I think you need to throw her some more love, Howard. She's not getting the spotlight as much as she wants.
That's true. Takes criticism very personally. That's true. That's true. She really does get hurt. Doesn't believe people can handle the truth, so tells strangers a lot of white lies. It's true. She does lie.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, you told me yesterday on the phone that you lied.
I try to soften everything.
What's interesting, there's one letter, it's the letter O, and she has little double loops in the O. And so the rest of her handwriting is not bad. I don't think she's devious, but normally that just means they have white lies. So if someone says, do I look fat in this dress? No, honey, you don't look fat.
And look at that.
She just figures people don't deserve the truth because they can't handle it.
But look at that pretentious signature of hers. I mean, look at it.
You've always said my signature is pretentious.
I know. I never liked it. She doesn't even... she puts a big O and then a big Q and it looks like an O and it doesn't even just scribbles a line.
Oh, that's the easiest to forge, Robin. So you might want to change that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah. You are probably right.
Who else you got here? Tell me about Ronnie the limo driver. What number was he?
I found him one of the most interesting guys here. I really did, because he is full of emotional torment.
What number is
He's number 1.
Oh, look. Tries to please everybody. Full of spite, anger, and revenge. Worst enemy you can make. Paranoid and hostile.
That's true.
I mean...
Really, and I'll tell you, I don't know him, but I would be very mindful of getting in a business relationship with him because it's never his fault. And because he has been betrayed so much by his friends in the past, he just thinks people are going to betray him, and then he's going to be revengeful. And I think that eventually I'd land on his bad side, and he'd be a real jerk to me.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people say that Ronnie is a borderline maniac. I mean, like almost insane.
Yep, I agree.
Wow.
But he's got a good self-image, so when he decides to take revenge, he's going to do a great job at it.
There you go, Robin.
What does that mean?
We learned nothing. It proves that you've identified everyone properly because we learned nothing new. We knew this all about people anyway.
Well, you guys are good friends. You know, we miss Fred and Benji.
Fred.
Benji confused me.
Benji does confuse everyone.
No, Fred confuses me.
Well, Fred writes normal. At least you can read it. But if I just had Benji's handwriting, I would swear he's mildly retarded.
Benji, did you stick it up for the test, or was this your real handwriting?
No, I have poor handwriting, but I was also really tired the day I did it.
Tell me about Benji in a nutshell. What'd you learn from him?
He's got a little arrogance. He has a false bravado that kind of masks his low self-esteem. I think it's a spurt of achievement. He hates religion. You know, there's a lot of people on your show that have a anger at God or religion.
See, I love being Jewish, though.
You might love being Jewish and still hate God.
Yeah, look at his handwriting. You do look borderline retarded.
Maybe I am.
Yeah. Good Lord.
He's got a big heart. He works hard to prove himself. He's possible temper, pushiness, and lateness.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, my goodness, that is true.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy. He's just not the, sharp.
And what about Fred? What did you learn about him?
He's fast-thinking, witty, honest, good self-esteem. Those are the positive traits. The negatives, he can be petty, jealous, anger at God, temper, sensitive, and he wants to be a perfectionist, but I'm not sure he gets it right every time.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you confused me even more about Fred. I've learned nothing.
It's interesting.
Well, Bart, thank you. You can check out handwriting expert Bart Baggett's website at handwritinguniversity.com. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my basic course is free for your listeners today, so check it out and analyze your own handwriting today. It's absolutely free.
Yes, I would like to be a handwriting expert.
handwritinguniversity.com. Thanks, Howard.
Imagine when I go on these talk shows, they say Howard Stern, radio personality and handwriting expert. I think I might take that course. Thank you.
There you go.
All right, thank you. All right, that's Bart Baggett, everybody, who knows something about our staff and their handwriting. And as you can see...
Why are you... I don't think you're borderline brilliant.
I do.
I think you're brilliant.
You know what? I do too, but it'd be awfully pretentious to say that. If I say it, it's not right.
And you're not
That's why I said it for you.
Maybe the Kennedy Center Honors will honor me.
I got to think about this thing about little white lies. Do I tell little white lies all the time?
You do.
No.
You tell me I'm handsome.
Oh, stop it.
She's pretty honest with most of us.
Yeah.
Well, not really. She's
I mean, when she has something she wants to say, she doesn't hold back.
She's a diplomat. I can't believe we just booked a handwriting analyst. I mean, who didn't know Ronnie was a fucking nut job? I mean, he once wrote me in crayon and willingly refers to himself as Ricky Man. So you tell me, I needed a handwriting guy to tell me that?
And we didn't know he was angry and belligerent?
Oh, no, we couldn't figure that out. Who knew?
Mr. 𝗛𝗵𝗿𝗍𝗿.
Are you a poor listener? Was this analyst correct with his analysis?
I don't know. I mean, I think I've been doing the show for a long time, and it's gone well. Robin says she doesn't think I listen to her. I do. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. I mean, there's always a lot of, back and forth, and sometimes there's confusion, over a period of, years. So I don't think I'm a poor listener.
Sal.
Yes.
Sal, do you agree with the handwriting analysis?
Well, what are you saying? Oh, this is about Sal and my guy right now.
Mr. Delba, you're not listening.
Who are you? What do you want? Can I tell you a long, boring story first, and then forget about what you asked me, and then get back to it by not knowing what you said?
What about the insight he gained from your chicken scratch? What do you agree with that? Or were there?
Well, he
was there
said I
truth?
was a little sexed up. I mean, what married man isn't? You know, I think we're all men. We're all kind of sexed up, sexually charged. What else did he say?
I have a boner right now.
Exactly, and it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't really know what else he said.
He kind of glossed over yours a little bit, but
yeah. An emotional roller coaster. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Where are you now on this roller coaster?
I'm sitting down, talking to you.
Okay.
And I don't like roller coasters. I've always hated roller coasters. Roller coasters make me shit in my pants. I won't go near a roller coaster. Merry-go-round, that's nice. That's a little different. Nice little horse. You sit on top. You take your time. You get to wave to people. People think you're a little wacky. It's fun. No roller coasters for me. But emotionally, I think I'm okay. I think I am. Probably not.
Thanks.
And that's that.
Wolf. Did you have a traumatic childhood?
Not that I know of. No, I don't believe, unless it's hidden deep inside the vault in there.
There's a vault in there?
There's a vault. Yeah. And once I open it, it'll probably be nothing in there. It's like opening those boxes where you open the box, and then there's another box, and then there's another box, and then you get to the last box, it's empty.
So it's just a big build-up for nothing.
Nah.
Today's handwriting analysis
Yes.
painted you as
Yes.
witty and quick and intelligent.
Yes.
Very honest.
Yes.
But also,
Yes.
conversely,
Yes.
as jealous.
Yes.
And God-hating.
Yes. God-hating. I don't know.
Was it correct?
I don't think he said God-hating for me personally. However,
maybe God-resenting.
Look. Number one, in order for me to hate God, there would have to be a God.
That's right.
And so take that off the table. You know what?
So you'd say you're about 99% an atheist.
Here's the deal. I looked at that list, and it was like Will sent a list of all 9, and you guys should show the whole list on Howard TV or whatever. On any given day, I could have been any of the 9. So, this is no offense to Mr. Baggett. I think he has an inexact science going on there. To me, it's a fun party game. I think that handwriting analysis is a very legitimate thing. You can tell somebody's forged a document or something like that. Other than that, to tell your personality from
a paragraph.
Right. That's almost the equivalent of like when Jackie Stallone could read a Xerox of your ass and tell you who you are as a person or whatever. I forget what the bit was. I remember I broke the Xerox machine with my ass. So I guess the only thing that Jackie could tell from my Xerox of my ass was I'm destructive.
Mr. Bronk?
Hey, man.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Bronk. Mr. Bronk? Do you agree with not only the process of the handwriting analysis, but also the results? What's your feeling on that?
It was good. It was good.
Mr. Harmeyer?
Yes.
Do you agree with that terrorist label you've been given?
I don't know if I'm a terrorist, but
maybe with that beard.
All right.
All right.
Anything else with
No,
jokes? Save your jokes for Mildred.
Do you think you would make a good terrorist?
Fuck off.
Ronnie.
He's a bus driver.
Ronnie, why don't you like me? You're as hostile as your handwriting tendencies right now.
What about?
The best of 2012 is the
Was this guy accurate?
past year. I can
Watch
smell it
out.
coming.
That's all I can tell you.
Are you paranoid and
not.
hostile? And
Yeah.
do you feel betrayed?
Smell it coming.
Maybe.
The best of
I feel betrayed right now with that camera in my face. By you.
That would be more annoyed than betrayed, I would say. But I mean, I guess we're just mincing words at this
I don't
point.
care. Betrayed. I don't give a shit.
No, really, you're always skeptical of people like this. Like they have an outside agenda. They're not objective.
They're fans of the show. They listen. They know what's going on.
So they're just attaching traits that we've already known.
Right.
So you admit you're paranoid.
I said I'm fucking crazy, okay? What else do you want to know?
So if you catch a moment.
So don't get on my bad side, because revenge. Remember what he said about revenge.
If you catch a moment. That
Like I said,
you didn't really deliver because
there are people in my life right now that are going to feel the effects of my fucking revenge real soon.
2012 is just.
Do they hold cameras or are they?
No.
All right. I'm just gonna step out while I'm ahead of the game.
Sam Chen, who is a great animator, he does a beautiful thing on Howard TV. It's called Wanda and Obama. Remember
I saw that too.
Remember our Obama impersonator and our Wanda Sykes impersonator? Well, Sam
They
Chen,
were together.
he
Yeah.
put together a little animation on Howard TV, and there's an animated Robin and Howard. It's it's a great reenactment, and it's Sam,
It's
you did a beautiful
amazing,
job.
yeah.
I think. Oh, there it is. There is Robin drinking her coffee, and there
I
she is.
just did that.
Yeah. And so it's really great. Yeah, Fred, you see that?
That is wild.
Yeah, but you got to see. There's audio, obviously.
The whole thing is just brilliant.
Hey-o. Yeah, good morning. Hey now, to you too. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Hey now. Let me hear one to say.
Okay, listen now. This is an election year, and we need to talk. We need to make sure Obama gets back in office so black folks can still stay in line.
And that's why I'm here today, Howard. And it is an honor to be not only in front of the king of all media, but the king of all judges. You're doing a great job on America's Got Talent.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'll tell you why I really have enjoyed you as president for the last 4 years or whatever it's been. I have to say, when you led the military to go get Osama bin Laden, I love that. That was a very bold move. You could have avoided that.
It was a bold move, but we had to get him.
You had
and,
to.
I think, I know, Howard, on a serious note, that Americans are in trouble.
Right.
But if I am lucky enough to be reelected, I want to build a bridge to the future.
Right.
A bridge that all Americans can jump off or sleep under.
Right.
Absolutely.
It'll be a multi-purpose bridge, Mr. President.
Walk it, sleep under it, or jump off.
Absolutely. And I know unemployment is hovering somewhere around 9 or 10%.
That's correct.
But this is a number that we can get way down.
Right.
If Americans would just stop looking for work.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
These are great policies.
Mr. President, I've never advised the president. I never thought I'd be in a room with the president, but I'm honored to have you here today. It's a special occasion. If I said to you, in order to win the election, I think you should kill Osama bin Laden again, do you think that would
bring him back?
Bring him back and kill him. I
would chop his nuts off.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you got a game plan. You're going up against Mitt Romney.
Right.
And you know what you're going to say when you get into debates with him, right?
It's going to be a fierce debate.
It's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, it's all about America.
Right.
And the American worker is the most productive worker in the world.
That's right.
Those little signs that say "Made in China"?
Yeah.
We make those.
We make those?
Right. Absolutely.
Is that true?
That is the truth.
Mr. President.
Absolutely.
We make the signs. We don't make the thing they stand
for. The Republicans don't want people to know that.
That's a fact.
That's right.
That is a fact. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And what about and all these people say you weren't born in this country?
That's a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, come on.
The president just said bullshit.
I mean, I can't believe it.
I just did. Well,
we saw you kissing your wife on TV.
That's right.
The other day. The kiss cam.
Robin, that's that. And the first time I didn't do it. And the second time I did it. That's child's play. We need a third base cam.
You want to finger your wife on TV?
I mean, let's just cut to the chase.
She's so good looking. Who could blame her?
Wanda, you're attracted to Mrs.
Oh,
Obama?
my God, Michelle, but she need to give me some fitness tips.
Wanda, that's the first lady.
I know that's the first. I want her to be my second lady. What you talking about?
How dare you?
She's a beautiful woman.
I knew this was a terrible idea to come on here.
I was celebrating in the streets. Now, you got to keep the black people in line, and that's what he's doing. All the white people are fucking up now.
Right. Do you consider Obama black? Or is he not black enough for you?
No, he a black man. He's darker than me, I think.
Are you, Mr. President, are you darker than...
I'm half and half.
You're half, right.
My father was born in Kenya, and my mother, where was she born? I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
We haven't talked about her.
I don't know.
In the Middle East, right?
I got a Wikipedia that shit. I don't know. I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I don't know what's going on here.
Well,
where the
Mr.
fuck
President, it is an honor to have you with us.
Howard, it is an honor to be here today.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for entertaining us. We're going to be back right after these words with the news from Robin. So funny. There's a guy on the phone now 3 days straight. He's on the phone at 6 in the morning. He stays on till 10 o'clock, every 10 or 11 o'clock, however late we go.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same question every day, and I never get to him. Maybe today I'll get to it.
Same question.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Vince, how many days in a row have you been calling in?
For this question, I'd say since last week.
Yeah, I see you on the phone at 6 a.m. first thing, and...
He stays on throughout the show.
He stays on throughout the show.
Yeah.
So this must be a very important question, whatever it is.
Because I happen to love listening to the show. That's why. I do want to ask a question, and I was just wondering if you can keep me on hold so I can listen to...
Vince, do you have a job? I'm curious.
I'm looking for one right now.
Right, okay. How long you been out of work?
On and off the last 5 years.
All right. Go ahead, Vince.
What do you do? What do you do? Maybe we can help.
Well, I've always been in production and manufacturing, so I'm looking for work in that area right now, but there's just nothing out there right now.
Yeah.
All right.
You picked the wrong country to be in manufacturing.
Yeah, I know. But
would you suggest moving to China?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Vince's parents are always like, "We have the brightest, most talented kid."
He's at the 10th percentile.
Vince, go ahead with your question.
Well, my question is actually for your dad. I just wanted to find out if you know that your dad's ever been propositioned by another woman throughout the time he's been married.
That's the question you've been on hold for a week?
Yeah, but see, no one's ever asked that. And
But Vince, how would I know that? Would you think my father would sit me down and go, "Listen, son, what do you..."
See that woman over there?
Yeah.
Sometimes, sons and fathers sit down like after when the sons are older. And
my father has never sat down with me on any occasion to tell me anything, to ask me anything. I don't think my father's ever even asked me how I feel or how
you
I
haven't
am.
reached an age yet where your father wants to talk.
I'm still waiting for that discussion. Like I saw my father yesterday briefly, and he just walked up and he goes, "Did you see Letterman was given that award?" And he looks at my mother. She doesn't know. What are you talking about? Yeah, it was given. He's talking about the Kennedy Center honors.
Yes,
And I just sit there and let him work it out. I don't even interrupt because he doesn't hear me anyway. He goes, "Did you see that?" He walks right up to me. "Do you see?"
Not hello.
Nothing.
How's
Nothing.
my son?
Did you
Hug
see?
me.
Do you see that Letterman was? He was given the what? The award. The award, and he gets more and more angry, and then finally, I just can't take it anymore. I go, "You mean the Kennedy Center honor? Kennedy Center honors?" and like he doesn't even acknowledge that I've told him the answer. It's just angry and bitter, and this has been going on. This has been the entire. My dad reads the newspaper and loves to quote what he read. But we've never actually sat. My father never sat me down. Like even when I was going through my divorce, which was one of the lowest points in my life, I went over to talk to my parents. And, maybe this is some insight, because my dad said not to get divorced, that to just basically maybe go out and, his advice was, "Why don't you just go to, have an affair?" Not an affair, but he didn't even say an affair, like maybe fuck a hooker or something.
A hooker?
Something
Go
like that.
to a hooker?
No, not a
Is
hooker,
that what he
but
said?
he says, "Why don't you just have a..." He assumed that I was wanting to leave because I wanted to go fuck. So my mother goes, "Ben, what are you talking about?"
She called him on it.
Yeah, like she was like, she finally listened to him and woke up. That was his big advice to me. Like, maybe you should you go to have a... And I was like, no, I'm not looking to do that. I'm not looking to cheat on my wife.
Who told you?
But my dad, but that was the only insight I had to my dad maybe having some sort of sexual desire outside of my mother. Although my dad has a wandering eye. He definitely checks out chicks when they walk in a room. I always get uncomfortable with that.
He definitely is a flirt.
Yeah, he definitely he looks. Flirting would be less pervy. But,
well, Howard, your father used to drop a dollar bill on the floor in front of me.
He did?
And say, Robin, I dropped $1.
Really?
That's a man, baby.
My dad did that?
Yes, he did.
Hold it a second. I'm gonna go puke. But my dad definitely is a man. He definitely likes looking at women, and hey, I respect that. But my dad is never dad's never sat me down and had any kind of any real conversation with me. I can only recall, when I was young, I'd walk in the room and TV would be on, and the most sort of heartwarming discussion we'd have, he'd go, "Sit down and watch Tarzan." And I'd go, "Okay." He goes, "Tarzan is a wonderful movie." He loves Tarzan.
He does. I didn't know that.
Oh, anything Tarzan. And then afterwards, my dad would run through the house yelling "𝗛𝗮𝗄," because that's what Tarzan.
Oh my God!
He would just be like, "𝗛𝗮𝗄," and then I'd be happy because my dad wasn't yelling at me. At least he was happy from 𝗛𝗮𝗄. And by the way, it's 𝗛𝗮𝗄, because he'd go, "It's amazing that Tarzan
no matter what's going on, if he says 𝗛𝗮𝗿𝗱, the animals will do whatever he says. 𝗛𝗮𝗿 means 50 different things. And then sometimes we'd watch the Three Stooges together because he liked that too.
Right.
And anything Frankenstein and Dracula too. So it made me happy because my dad was in a good mood when he watched these things. But we didn't really talk during it. If you talked during it, you were an asshole. And but as far as any sort of real conversation, like
no life lessons.
Like my dad, like all the years I was on the road and radio, I'd come home from time to time to see my parents, and my dad would ever sit me down and go, "Is it a tough life, son? Are you? Is it hard?
How's it going out there on the road?"
Yeah, nothing. Never ever once was interested in me.
Well, who told you about the birds and the bees?
No one. My mother at one point, and I had already gotten laid. I was like 17, a little late for the fucking party. But I'd already fucked women and stuff. And one day my mother goes, your father wants to talk to you. My father doesn't want... When does my father want to talk to me? Unless I fuck up, you know?
This was not his idea.
The only time my father would talk to me, too, and then I'd have a shitty report card. I remember once I got a D in penmanship.
Uh-huh.
In penmanship, when you're in grammar school. And my mother goes, your father wants to talk to you. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I go in and he goes, what is this? Your mother showed me your report card. I said, yeah. He goes, even a moron can get a D, an A in penmanship. All you got to do is write neatly. He didn't even say to me, maybe there's a problem or...
Well, how did this happen?
Yeah. No, he just fucking yelled at me and said, and you're an idiot. How do you get a D in penmanship? He goes, that's like getting a D in lunch. All you got to do is sit there and eat. It was so unpleasant in my house, very unpleasant. And so if my father wanted to speak to me, it meant my mother put him up to it. And clearly this is what happened. I guess someone got a hold of my mother and said, Ben should give his son a lecture.
You don't even think it was your mother's thought. You think somebody gave it to her.
Oh, yeah, my mother didn't have those thoughts. No one thought of me. My mother thought about how I could be of service to her.
Oh, dear.
And how I could read her thoughts and read her moods. And my dad had nothing to do with me. So I walk in, so my mother goes, your father wants to speak to you. And I was like, okay. So I go in the room, and my dad's laying in bed, reading the New York Times on a Sunday. I remember it. And he doesn't even put the paper down. My mother goes in the bathroom, in their bedroom. They have a little bathroom in their bedroom. Uh-huh. And shuts the door so a crack is open so she can listen.
Oh.
So my father goes, while the paper's he goes, do you have any questions about the girls? And my father has this weird, I don't want to say he has an accent, but it's like, his parents were Eastern European and, they're immigrants. And so I guess growing up on the Lower East Side, he tries to correct his accent by over-enunciating. Yeah. Do you have any questions about girls? So, halfway even through the question, I knew what was going on, and my mom's sticking her head through the door. And I go, you know what, man? No. I got angry. I went, no. And I go, you know what? I know more than you. And I left the room. I stormed out of the room. And that was it. That was our sex talk.
Well, how awkward were you the first time you had sex?
It was awful, because there was no porn to watch. I had only seen one porn where we had stag films. Back in my day, we had stag films. What you had to do to watch a stag film was get your dad's Super 8 projector, 8mm projector, loop the thing up, wait for them to leave the house, go down, set up the whole projector, and watch these films. So a friend of mine found one. Actually found them in the street.
And did they actually show sex, those films?
Oh, it was hardcore. It was like this.
Really?
Yeah, it was like you know how Marilyn Monroe was sort of chubby? Now you look at her pictures and you go, man, she had a gun.
Uh-huh.
There's a broad in the film. She's wearing a fur coat. She calls over. I told you this. She calls over a TV repairman. And she's in a fur coat.
And she's been playing with her vagina before, she calls him. She gets this idea. I'm playing with my vagina. I'm all by myself. I'll call the TV repairman. He comes in, and she's sitting on the couch, like spreading her legs and stuff. So while he's fixing the TV, and it's all silent. There's no audio.
Right. That's what I thought. These are silent films.
It's like that film where they shoot the moon with a rocket in his eye. It's like one of those fucking things. That shitty movie that everyone carries on about if you're a film major. Andalusian Dog. Whatever that is. What is that film?
I forget.
They shoot a rocket into the moon. His eyes all fucked up. And everyone's carrying on like that's some good cinema. So, or that train, the great train robbery.
Right.
You want to hang yourself when you're a film major. So anyway, so I would be down in the basement, and my friend found this fucking 8mm thing. He was afraid his parents would find it. So I watched it. I remember jerking off in my basement with this 8mm film going, oh my God, if my parents come home, and, things like... It's crazy. I remember jerking off, taking the film out of my drawer and looking at the individual frames. I mean, it was crazy. And this film, so the guy gets physical with the woman. I know what she does. She steals his wallet, the TV repairman's wallet, and takes his money out of there, and then he asks for payment. She gives him his own money back.
Oh, dear.
He opens up his wallet to put the money away. God. He sees his money's missing. He starts to smack this broad around and smack her ass, and she goes, please, like she mouthed, like they literally had subtitles, like little cards, and she goes, no. And then he takes her, he smacks her around, and then I guess to pay her, to pay him, she fucks him.
Right.
And this guy fucks the crap out of her. And she's in the fur coat with the heels, and he's like got one of those tank tops on. He's disgusting. She's disgusting. It's just disgusting, but I was so into it. That's the only porn I had was that in a nudie magazine I found on a street corner in Roosevelt.
Right.
That already looked like some guy come all over it. I found it on the road, and I was not giving that up. And
pages are stuck together.
Each woman was uglier than the next, and it's from a nudist colony where women are playing volleyball with full bush.
Right.
And I'm jerking off to that. It's like, Jesus Christ. And they had such a bush, you'd think they were wearing a coat. Like, it didn't even look like they were naked. And big sloppy titties. I mean, it's not like Playboy. It was just a mess. Like, who wants to see a woman with a big bush and big sloppy titties? It's like watching my mom play volleyball. But, big saggy ass. And it was like, oh, my God. But anyway, that was my jerk-off material.
I think the funniest is the real old porn where they have like old music to it, kind of like watching a silent film.
Yeah, well, porn was really bad. I only wish that I had, before I had sex, had real porn like kids do today on the internet, because like I could have been a bit of a stud, because it really does teach you how to fuck. It's a great instructional film, and Lord knows I needed instructions in life. I still do.
Well, I was going to say, and also an iPad, if the technology was a little more convenient,
if I grew up
you didn't
now,
have to set up a projector to see it.
Because the first girl I banged, who, by the way, we had here on the show, I mean, I couldn't figure it out. The first time I was actually going to get laid, I was at a lake, we were outdoors, it was nighttime, and we went down to the water, and she's nude and I'm nude. Can you imagine me naked? My big nose, and I had long hair down to I was 16. I had hair probably down to my ass, and I remember I was like if Fabio got in a train accident, and got his face smashed in. I had the long flowing hair. It's like if Fabio had polio. That's what I looked like. And so I remember I used to keep my hair in a ponytail, but now I unfurled my hair. So we were holding hands. We walked down to the lake, and I was like, wow, it's going to happen. And then I was like, well, what do I do? Do I lay her down in the water? I can't do that. I was shivering. I was nervous and shivering. So I was standing, and then I started to squat like if you're taking a shit. And I tried to push her down to squat too, so we could. And I was like, became clear to me, I don't know what to do.
Well, how do you get in there?
I have no idea how to get my penis. Well, you laugh, but there was no porn back then to really study and to hear how guys do it. And I say, God bless pornography. Because Lord knows it was awkward, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's charming, it's awkward." Fuck awkward, fuck charming. I'm awkward enough. I don't need to be. I don't want to be charming. In what sense is that? I mean, the girl was disgusted, and we ended up. I mean, I was satisfied. I fingered her. I was thrilled, and then we ended up fucking at my house weeks later, but. Down in the water, I don't even think I had real penetration, you know what I mean? I just didn't even know what I was doing. And if I had had porn, I would have known what to do. I would have, taken her to the edge of the water. I would have gotten
her. You didn't even know about, what did you know of foreplay? I mean, did you know how to get her ready or anything?
No, I remember the first time I went down on a woman. It was the second girl I was with. Beautiful, blonde-haired girl. Fantastic. She went to another high school from me. She didn't know what a loser I was back at my high school. She thought I was a drug dealer and I was cool. So don't ask, because I had pot. I had $5 worth of pot. She thought I had pounds. I made it seem like I was like this hardcore guy. And I remember I took her pants off, and I was amazed that her bush was blonde. It was almost like she was shaved because she was so light-haired. And this girl was gorgeous. I mean, big tits, the whole fucking deal. Back in the days before there were implants. And so I said, gee, I think I'm supposed to kiss her vagina. So I started to go down there, and I was, looking at it, and I was, parting the hairs. Back then, you had to part the hairs, and I started to awkwardly kiss it, I guess, and then and halfway through, I went, "This is really demeaning." I'm on my knees kissing her vagina, and I'm not enjoying myself, and it's just horrible. But it looked pretty cool and everything, and then I mounted her, and I don't know, somehow I got in there for a second, and then just came and got out. It was ridiculous.
Well, Robin, knowing that you learned how to give head watching porn, how good do you think you're at it?
She can't be very good at it if she,
Excuse me, I think I'm good at it.
No, every girl thinks they're good at it. Most girls are horrible at it. I guarantee you George gives better head than you do.
Well, that's always been said. A guy would know what a guy would want better than I do.
Poor Robin, I hate to. If you have to watch a film to learn how to give head.
No, that was not my situation. That was somebody making me insecure.
Oh, someone said you were bad at it?
They just, whatever they said, it was like, maybe I should go take a look.
Yeah, women don't, for the most part, know how to do it. I don't care. I don't care about blowjob. Although there were two women in my life who knew how to blow a guy. I never experienced anything like it in my life. These two little whores were amazing. I mean, and these are women that you actually knew, Robin.
Oh, my goodness.
No, you don't know one of them. One of them you don't know. One of them's an actress. You would know her if she's famous.
I know of her.
Yes. She blew me. My head almost exploded. And then there was another
Your head
one.
almost caved in.
No, there were three, actually. One was sort of a loose gal, you know. One was an actress, and one was a TV star. And this woman, I walked into her room. I met her in a hotel. I walk in and she was dressed in the most sexy outfit I ever saw, like a woman's, like a I don't want to say an evening gown because that would be gross. I'm talking about just like a hot, sexy, like what a woman would wear to work. You know what I mean? If she was really decked, like a cocktail dress.
You don't wear cocktail dresses to work.
Well, okay, I'm explaining it wrong, but she looks sexy as hell.
All right.
And I walk in the room, And she was very seductive. And one thing leads to another, and she begins this blowjob while she's squeezing her own nipples, which I'd never, like, she was turning herself on, getting more and more into a frenzy. Well, you can imagine my delight. And I'm like, wow, really? And you know, and then all of a sudden she does a technique. I mean, what do I know? I hate these blowjobs. I could care less about them. Well, this technique, Maron, boom, I explode like a maniac. No teeth involved. You could tell she's so into it because you could tell the mouth was wet. You know what I'm saying, Robin?
Well, is the mouth not wet?
Well, sometimes I don't know. You could just tell when a woman really enjoys doing it. Like she ain't doing.
You could tell she enjoyed it.
Yeah,
she's just doing you a favor.
She didn't vomit.
There's an indication.
And so it was amazing. And then I remember she even did something so. This would not be sexy in any way if any other woman did it, but. She left the bathroom door open. She sat down to pee, but she hiked up her dress in a way that was like fucking crazy. It was everything about her was erotic. And she came back, yeah. And she came back in the room and then had sex, and it was like, wow. I mean, wow. And I don't know what happened, but we saw each other once or twice after that, and then we didn't get in touch anymore. I know it sounds crazy. You would think, well, Howard, why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go back there? Why wouldn't you keep her around?
I think the chemistry was wrong, believe it or not. Now, I know that sounds weird. I mean, just as a human being, I think the chemistry was wrong. She actually probably scared the shit out of me.
Out of bed, it was wrong.
You know what? Anybody too good in bed scares me.
Well, Robin, do you enjoy watching porn when you're getting...
By the way, Benji and Fred just came.
Wow.
Yeah, spontaneously.
Just from you telling that story.
Yeah, Benji was manipulating himself. George was like, I don't care about girls. I don't want to hear about it.
I was thinking of you.
You were thinking of me?
Yeah, how excited you were getting.
Oh, I'm so gross. I'm so grotesque. I mean, I'm hideous looking. I mean,
you are not.
You know, I saw a clip of me yesterday making my announcement about AGT.
Uh-huh.
You know, from Howard TV. I looked particularly bad yesterday.
Oh, dear.
And I went, who the hell? And then, you know, I even went home and Beth was dressed up. She went to a charity thing last night. She was all decked out. And I looked at myself in the mirror. And I actually thought I looked good yesterday. And then I took a good hard look and I went, you look awful. I mean, you're hideous.
Will you stop that?
I really am. I can't stand it that I don't look like Stamos or Rob Lowe or Johnny Depp or Brad Pitt. It's just not right. I deserve to look somewhat human.
You really are so hard on yourself.
Well,
Isn't he? It's
George,
disgusting.
why don't
you can't be hard on yourself after
George,
listening to Howard.
Be honest. It's you know what? No gay man's attracted to me.
Well,
tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what?
You would never.
It's not just your looks. It's also who you are.
But talk about my looks.
And that's the.
Forget about who I am.
Well, you're certainly
I'm
not
a vomit.
Brad Pitt. You're not George Clooney.
Go ahead. Who else am I not? Keep going, George. I feel great.
You are
you.
Yeah. And you are an attractive man.
No, stop.
Yes, you are.
All right.
No,
okay.
you got to quit saying that.
Would you blow
I'm
me?
so surprised.
Would you blow me? Seriously, would you blow me?
I would.
Hey, would you blow me?
Yeah.
You would?
I would.
Do you ever hear of a guy named Hey, would you blow me? I'm sure he's called your house. I think King Chris must have called your house.
You are so out of character when you're so hard on yourself.
What?
You are so out of character when you're so hard on
not out of
yourself.
character. I'm honest.
No.
I know what I look like.
Well, you're comparing yourself against some of the extraordinarily good-looking
I think
men.
Steve Buscemi is better looking than me.
Get out!
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting ridiculous.
Way.
Yeah.
Now you're getting ridiculous.
I'm watching Boardwalk Empire.
Your mouth is fine. Your nose is extraordinary. Your eyes are fine. You know, I mean, but it's not ugly. It's you. It's who you are.
Do you do Botox?
Oh, no.
You don't?
No, I don't. Why?
I don't know. You
like
look
I
good.
do?
You look good. You look good.
Well,
You look
I
youthful. For a guy
exercise.
70-something years old, you look young.
Are you thinking of doing Botox,
No,
Howard?
fuck no. You ever see
No,
these guys who
I
do
don't
it? No,
believe in that.
no, I would never
That's
do it.
ridiculous.
I was wondering if George did it.
No, I do not.
You do not?
This is me.
No, he doesn't have that
What you
feminine
see
look that
is
those guys
what you-
have.
Yeah.
No,
This
you
is
look
all
good.
me.
You look good.
Well, so do you.
Yeah, okay.
And
let's
gotta
blow
stop
each other.
that.
I'm going to call your bluff right now. Blow me right now. Let me see you do it.
You will.
Would you mind?
Get it out.
It is out. George,
I know you won't.
Here's
do
something I learned from my dad. You look good. Pick up this dollar bill. I can't believe my dad did that.
Yeah, I was wearing a strapless
quit saying
gown.
you
We were
look
doing
ugly.
something.
Yeah. You were wearing a strapless?
A strapless gown.
Yeah.
And your dad dropped a dollar bill on the floor.
Did you pick it up?
No, I was like, what are you doing? And he just started laughing.
He's a card, my old man.
Well, Robin, when you
Robin Sweetie.
Robin Sweetie,
Yeah.
when you're getting intimate with a guy, do you enjoy watching porn or with him, or are you one of those women?
No, she's very
No, I'm not a
romantic.
porn person.
No, she watched the porn to learn how to blow people. If you want to learn how, ask George. I bet you he can tell you. George, what's the secret to doing it well? Even though I don't think there is a secret, it's just a woman's got to be super into it, I believe.
Well, I don't know it from a woman's vantage point.
Can you make Brad come in like a second?
Oh no, but that's not the point.
Sure it is.
You know, it's the getting there that's enjoyable too.
Yeah. See, he enjoys it.
See, gay sex is a whole different thing, Howard.
He enjoys sucking cock. You enjoy
He doesn't
it,
want
right?
it to be over fast.
What? You savor it. You savor it.
Pleasurable.
It is.
Yes.
The sucking.
Yes.
Why is that
Wonderful.
pleasurable? It's a guy's dirty penis.
No, it's clean. I make sure it's clean.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to do a dirty one? No.
You've never been to a club where you back in the day.
Back in the day,
Where you
yes.
just some guy's smelly balls and you just blow them anyway.
I love the smell of the crotch.
You
There's
do?
a wonderful scent there.
Oh my!
Wait, could you say that into the microphone? I think people missed that. You love what? I couldn't hear you.
I couldn't either.
No, you say you love the scent of a crotch? So
Yes.
a dirty crotch is sexy.
No, no, not dirty.
What is the scent of a crotch? Like, you mean when it's a little...
Particularly young ones, there's
Hi-oh!
peachy.
I get it. What do you mean, like a grimy smell?
No, a peachy smell.
A peachy smell.
A wonderful scent.
Like the balls?
A fruity scent.
Fruity scent, like the balls?
What?
The balls?
Well, it's the whole scent of the crotch.
Yeah. Do you sit there and smell it?
No, it's there.
It's wafting.
It's part of the whole thing.
Are you sure you're not smelling some ass, like some, like the dude didn't wipe?
No. Yeah, there is a scent, a different kind of scent to the other side.
Right. Hey, what's the best age for a great crotch smell? Like an 18-year-old boy?
18 to about 21.
Right, and then it starts to sour as they get older.
More adult.
You smell.
Yeah, they become men, and then they start to smell. They
Do you ever?
Oh, here we go again.
Do you ever get upset about the smell of your own crotch because of you're older and?
I don't smell my own.
No, but sometimes I smell my own when I'm like this pee situation and stuff. Sometimes can make my balls smell because my penis is small and my pee drips onto my balls.
I don't smell mine.
You don't smell it?
I don't know.
And then
But
it ferments in my underpants like a fine wine. And sometimes I waft up and I go, I can't believe that's me. But I never used to have that.
Don't you shower and make sure that...
Yeah, I scrub up. How many times a day can I shower? After I pee every time? No.
No, well, yeah, you don't drip that much, do you?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
he does.
Oh,
Every
you do?
time, George.
No, I drip.
Oh, no. Occasionally I do that, but no.
Yeah, no, I drip.
Well, you're extraordinary.
I'm a Stern.
Of course.
All the Sterns.
There's only
All
one
the Sterns
you.
drip.
Can you tell different ethnicities by the smell of a crotch, do you think?
Sometimes, yes.
I mean, if I brought in like 5 guys, I blindfolded you.
Nordic types have a different kind of smell.
They do?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's a, for lack of a better word, it's a cleaner, more astringent.
Astringent?
And what about a black guy? Like, can you smell the difference between a black guy and an Asian guy?
It's a more musky.
Musky?
Yeah.
A muskier odor.
Yeah.
Now we have to have this contest.
Yeah, I mean, we have the wrong contest going on.
Everything turns into a contest.
All right, here's what I'm going to do the next time you come.
The least.
The next time you come here, because today I have the beautiful cock contest for you. Next time you come, I'm going to get an Asian, a black, a Hispanic, a Nordic. And I
get to smell them.
You'll smell them blindfolded.
And you try to,
And you'll try and tell me what race they are.
All right.
I would like to see that. And then
you are so racist.
That's not racist.
It's shocking.
I want to see if you can tell the different races. You're the one who said you could.
Well, how am
I racist?
I said there's a certain kind of scent that you can get from certain people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. And sometimes they turn out to be...
You know what I'm going to do? In the contest, I'm going to mix in like a dog, too. That'll be a good visual. Anyway, so, all right, George, that'll be the next time.
Next time.
Right. What is it, Sal?
Howard, we would like to know if we can blindfold George and he could smell both mine and Richard's crotch and decipher the difference between the two.
But you're both white guys.
Yeah, but I'm Italian and Richard's a redneck Kansan.
No, he can't break it down that much.
Okay.
You're being silly.
So you don't want to smell our crotches?
You're brunette and he's blonde.
All right. Enough with your cock. We've seen that thing. It's way too much. That's Sal
They're both
Gubernal.
clean, though.
Sal Gubernal. Governor. Right. One day I'll get it right. All right, listen, we have to take
Howard?
Yes, Vince.
I got one more quick question, and I was just wondering if you could put me on hold so I can listen to the rest of the show. But my question is this. I was just wondering if you could do for me what you've done for Eric the Asshole, Ungrateful Midget. If you could help me get, like, some parts and some shows or something.
You know, I got to tell you, Vince, I'm not a clearinghouse for getting small parts on television shows. You know, Eric the actor is a different sort of case. You know what I mean? It's
and he's losing his jobs to Ronnie now.
Right. So, you know, I always think it's funny to see Eric show up in these things because Eric thinks he can act. And, you know, Vince, I don't know if it would be as funny. It might just be sad with you.
No, because I've done a lot of extra work, but I've never done anything.
Oh, you have?
I haven't gotten anything principal-wise, but...
By the way, Vince is Brad Pitt's brother. I don't know if you know that, Ron.
Vince Pitt.
Yeah.
Vince Pitt. No, Vince Pitt. All right, Vince, I don't have any work, but I'll let me jot down the name Vince, which will make a lot of sense when I have one of these Hollywood types on, and who knows, okay?
All right. And keep me on hold?
Yes. That's Vince, everybody, from... Are you Nordic by any chance?
Well, actually, I'm originally from Toronto, and then I moved to L.A. About 94 when the North earthquake happened.
I might have some work for you if you let George smell your crotch.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, hold on, Vince.
I was actually thinking about entering that penis contest, but I didn't get in there in time.
How's Canadian crotch smell, George? Any difference?
Actually, I was born in Poland.
It's not nationally specific.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Vince. Hold on.
All right.
Fascinating guy. Vince.
George, may I have a moment briefly with you?
Yes.
Talk to me more about the importance of a smell of a penis. The way, how distinct it can be. Because a lot of people don't realize.
It's not just the penis. It's the whole crotch area, you know. There's a certain musk that men have that can be very erotic. And it begins, you know, the younger crotches have they all have to be clean, but it has a peachy scent. And then it takes on a more substantial masculine musk. And each stage of that development of the crotch has an interesting quality to it.
And
it gets rich. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But they all have to be clean. I don't like those dirty ones.
You also notice that different races have different scents. Have you ever smelled a black man's crotch that smelled like a Nordic man's crotch?
No, a black man has.
Can they mix?
Well, in the same way that there's pigmentation differences.
Right.
There's a different scent with dark crotch as opposed to a light, more blonde crotch.
And to think modern science has only begun to tap this.
Oh, no. I think people throughout the ages have been aware of the importance of scent, smell.
Well, thank you, George. It's certainly been a red letter day today. Thank you, sir.
Quentin Tarantino will be in at 7 o'clock.
Oh, wonderful.
The great film director who stops by and sees us every once in a while. Maybe there'll be a role for George. Who knows? The last time he was here, we had some great times and look forward to talking to this guy. He's considered one of the greatest directors that ever lived. And I admire him. He says he's going to make 10 films in his life, and then he's going to retire because he says there's nothing worse than an old, out-of-touch director.
Well, how many has he made so far?
I think about 7, he says.
So he's got three more to do?
Yeah, that's it, and he's done.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Our loss.
By the way, he'll get old and keep making films.
Of course.
They all do. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
People say these things, but they never live up to them.
Play it right, George. You could end up in one of his movies.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd make a good samurai.
Yes, absolutely you would.
Why didn't he call you for Kill Bill?
He did it because he said, I don't want a guy who says samurai. Samurai. All right, look, we got to take a break. We'll talk to Quentin when we get back, right after these words.
We have Quentin Tarantino here. We're going to bring him in.
You say that so matter-of-factly.
He's a good dude, man.